I bought my MacBook Air M1 for personal reasons, just to do some of my work. Gaming wasn't even part of the plan, but somewhere between editing videos, planning trips, answering emails, I installed a cozy game. And then another, and then another, and then another. And before I knew it, my MacBook and my Switch are competing for my attention. Now, before the comments get there and say, just get a gaming PC, just get a PC, I get it. I really do. I'm not saying a MacBook replaces a gaming PC or a PS5. I still love my consoles. I'm a console girly through and through, but as a secondary device, as a complementary device, I'm saying, especially if you love cozy games, indie games, or story-rich games, the MacBook deserves a lot more credit than it actually gets. So if you got a MacBook Air, Neo, or Pro, you're thinking about getting a MacBook, or you're just curious about what the Apple Silicone can actually handle, here are my favorite cozy games that run surprisingly well on macOS. Okay, so if you've got a base MacBook Air like mine, this is where I would start. These games are easy to run, they're battery friendly, and honestly, they feel like they were made for relaxing on the couch with a cup of coffee or a fun drink and just losing hours in. First one is Stardew Valley, because if someone asked me to recommend one game to prove that gaming on a Mac is worth it, it would be this. This game barely touches the battery. It runs beautifully even on a base M1 MacBook Air and somehow manages to make time like fly by. The best thing about this is that there's literally no right way to play the game. You can spend your days farming, you can fish, you can decorate your house, you can just wander around town. It is entirely up to you. Just spend it however you want, and it's cozy gaming at its best, and it runs. Okay, so now imagine if Stardew Valley and Pokemon had a baby, then add floating islands and deck building. That's Moonstone Island. You explore more than 100 islands, tame adorable spirit creatures, and build relationships with the villagers while slowly becoming a master alchemist. It's colorful, it's relaxing, and it's one of those games that you go, oh, well, that's pleasantly surprising. Let me just play one more day. If you enjoy creature collecting games, this one absolutely deserves a spot on your Steam library and is a very good reason to buy a Mac. Some games try to be huge, and a short hike does the exact opposite. The only goal here is to reach the top of a mountain. That's it. But getting there is the entire point of the game. It's filled with charming characters, hidden treasures, there's fishing, gliding, and some of the most peaceful exploration I've ever experienced. It feels like a Studio Ghibli adventure in game form. And somehow, despite it being only a few hours long, it stays with you long after the credits roll with this peaceful, serene feeling. Okay, now this one might surprise you because technically it's a horror, but hear me out. Dredge mixes relaxing fishing with a mysterious Lovecraft-inspired world. During the day, you explore beautiful islands, catch fish, and upgrade your boat, and at night, that's when things become a little bit more unsettling. It's cozy, it's creepy, and honestly, it will become one of your favorite games that you play this year, and it's a nice indie title to add to your repertoire. If you've upgraded and you've got an M2 or M3 or newer chip, you can comfortably step into slightly more bigger, demanding adventures, such as Dave the Diver. This might generally be one of the most addictive indie games ever made, and they're still building on it. During the day, you're diving into the ocean collecting rare fish, and at night, you're running a busy sushi restaurant. Somehow, those two gameplay loops work perfectly together. Every time you think you're done, the game introduces another mechanic, another upgrade, and another reason to play for just 10 more minutes. It's colorful, it's funny, and ridiculously satisfying. Now I know, Hades doesn't exactly scream cozy, but hear me out. This is what I like to call comfort through familiarity. You are going to lose. A lot. But every run teaches you something new. You slowly get stronger, you meet incredible characters inspired by Greek mythology, and uncover more of the story every single time. And for those of us who watch the Odyssey and want a little bit more, Hades is perfect. It's one of those games that feels rewarding even if you fail. So if you've really invested in Apple and gotten a MacBook Pro, this is when the Silicone chip really starts to flex. Starting with Stray. You're a cat, and honestly, that should be enough for most cozy gamers. So Stray drops you into a beautiful cyberpunk city filled with robots and mystery and environmental storytelling. It is not an open world game, but every area feels handcrafted. The puzzles are satisfying, the atmosphere is incredible, and yes, you can meow whenever you want. If your idea of a cozy evening is exploring an entire universe, No Man's Sky might be your perfect game. The best part is that you don't have to play it as a survival game. You can customize the difficulty to focus entirely on exploration. Discover strange planets, build your dream base, photograph alien wildlife, or simply just see what's over the next hill. It's one of the best examples of how far Mac gaming has come. And finally, if you've got a powerful MacBook Pro, you owe it to yourself to try Baldur's Gate 3, which I still consider to be a cozy comfort game. Whether you're playing it solo or with friends, this game creates stories you'll still be talking about months later. Every decision matters, every conversation feels meaningful, and every playthrough is completely different. It's easily one of the best RPGs ever made, and the fact that you can experience it natively on Apple Silicone still blows my mind. Can a MacBook replace your gaming PC? Probably not. Can it replace your PS5? Definitely not. But can it become your favorite place to unwind after work with an incredible indie game? Absolutely. And that's exactly what happened to me. And now I'm curious, what's your favorite game to play on your MacBook? Or if you're new to Mac gaming, which one are you downloading first? Let me know down in the comments, and if you enjoy discovering cozy games, hidden indie gems, and story-rich adventures, make sure to subscribe because I've got plenty more coming. Until next time, stay cozy and happy gaming.